Welcome to the Web World Weekly, this week's top trending tech stories. Mobile phone operators are certainly unhappy with the latest tech trend. We are, for the first time, sending more text via our smartphone apps than traditional SMS. Research group Informa has confirmed that by 2014 we'll be sending 50 billion messages per day via our apps. This is sure to eat into the profits of mobile telephone operators, and especially when you consider they can only bill us with monthly data contracts, that makes sense. Researchers at the University of St Andrews have developed a new form of text input that relies on your two thumbs rather than the all-fingered approach of the QWERTY keyboard. You will be able to achieve up to 37 words per minute on this, which is roughly double what you can get on existing tablet and smartphone devices. There is to be an Android app that'll be available in the Google App Store shortly, so have a look out for Calc, that's K-A-L-Q. Ireland's tech exports grew by a record 16 billion euros last year. Enterprise Ireland looks after the list of companies that saw this dramatic increase in growth and are currently expanding their base of operations in Mountain View, California. Closer to home, Enterprise Ireland is nurturing talent such as Dublin's Tempster. I met with founder Ollie Fegan just to find out about the sort of support and development that Enterprise Ireland offered them in their early stages.
When we started, we went on the New Frontiers program. That was a 6-month incubator program where we developed the idea, spoke to, technology partners and helped sort of shell it out. So that gave us 15,000 support to develop the initial concept. Since then, we've become a high potential startup, which has given 50,000 support through the Competitive Start Fund. So again, without these supports, it's very difficult to get your company off the ground.
What for you has been the biggest challenge in terms of taking an idea and turning it into a sellable business concept?
I think, on a daily basis, there's challenges that you come across, from actually developing a team to coming up with operationally to come up with the next solution. So from the very start, we had problems, setting up banks or bank accounts was difficult, trying to get some of the marketing collateral, finding developers, developing your brand name and what your solution's about. So each way along the road, there was an awful lot of problems, and it was very important to sort of break them down and take one at a time.
Now, in terms of education for all of the bars and restaurants, signing up to the service, what sort of tools have you used to, explain to them how to use it, how to get involved? Because, there's a fair deal of technology in there.
I think most people, when they actually have a chance to use it and try it for the first time, they understand that it is really, really simple to use. The biggest challenge we've had is actually teaching them creative ways to think about pricing their product. And it's just about showing your brand personality. So we've taught them very simply through our small sales team how to actually use the product. And once they do that, we're trying to help educate them about the best ways to use it. That was, one of the key successes. And it's a rolling stone. It really gathers moss as you're going along, and you just get more and more places, which hopefully continues to bring more success.
Also building momentum are another homegrown Irish talent, Cleverbug. I met with CEO and founder Kieran Lennon just to find out what exactly sets a startup apart from the traditional business world.
A startup is run very, very different to other businesses. You get to market much quicker. You get to market with a draft 1, a version 1, even though you mightn't be very proud of it. You know that there's things that you need to improve and change, but it's by getting out there quickly, getting the customer feedback, getting the interaction, finding out that all of a sudden we've got a load of customers in Brazil, we've got a load of customers in South America, we've got a load of customers in Europe. It's getting out there really is what's driven that. So what I would say is there's a lack of knowledge in Ireland about startup culture, and I think that's the first thing, that if people understood, and were educated more around the startup culture and the way to approach a business, from product to engagement to distribution and all the different aspects before you get out there, I think that would be invaluable, certainly for entrepreneurs.
Going back to the very beginning, where did the idea come from?
Cleverbug is the first company in the world to realize the full potential of Facebook Open Graph and your social network. So the idea really was originated out of that. It's a combination of the trends around mobile and the trends around social that I saw the opportunity. Facebook is all about birthdays, it's all about photos and about relationships, and we've used all of that information to build a very, very engaging product.
What makes Cleverbug different to other e-card printing services, and how does it work?
If we can make this so simple on a mobile phone, why would you ever go to a greeting card shop again, or why would you go to a post office? The beauty of it is we're solving problems for customers. It's a very, very unique solution. It's highly convenient. You'll never forget a birthday again with Cleverbug, full stop.
What's the growth rate been like?
Well, it's been pretty phenomenal. In the 12 weeks actually since we launched towards the end of January, we've had the app downloaded in 150 countries around the world, and our members have added 17 million birthdays and their friends to our system. If there's any company in Ireland that's fearful of any big company, they shouldn't be. You know, being a small company is beautiful. You can be so fast, so nimble. You know, big companies are not your competition.
These are just two examples of the energy and vibrancy in Ireland's tech industry today. Well, that's it for this week's edition. Don't forget you can catch the full extended versions of the interviews on NewsNow's YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. I'm Warren Gatchell, logging off.